Right, we're live now, and I'm welcoming everyone. I'm about to share the link to you guys. I'm expecting questions today. A lot of you were really, so a lot of you were really worried about whether understanding or not understanding what's going on in the group. So I'm going to drop the class link on the Discord server. Right, so I've dropped it. So if you can, please open it up, share it with your, share the class link with your colleagues. Olabisi, can you hear me?
Yes,
Are you busy, Olabisi?
I'm not busy. I can hear you.
Okay, so I hope you'll be ready to be responsive today.
By God's grace.
Yeah, God has given us grace. Don't worry. Welcome, 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 welcome. Is there any of you who have questions? I am going to attend to the questions exactly when it's time. We are 2 minutes early.
To my right. Bluetooth mode. FM mode.
Rihanna, I'm going to throw
Rihanna,
you
I'm
out.
going to throw you out.
It's like your
It's
background
like
is
your
not
background
quiet.
is not quiet.
Good afternoon, Haileen Okole, Sandra. Yes. Good afternoon, good morning, good day. I see Gift, Pamela, they are all trying to connect. I'm going to open the WhatsApp groups now, just in case you want to invite others. Again, guys, if you have questions, like I said the other time, if you have questions, please, this is the time to ask those questions. I am going to be dropping another Excel workbook with us today. But before then, we are going to be looking at we're going to be looking at let me see, data cleaning. I want to introduce you guys to data cleaning today. So I'm trying to see how I can. All right, I've seen it. Let me drop it on your Discord server. Today we are going to be looking at data cleaning and data modeling. It's a very important topic under Microsoft Excel. So let me drop the material we are going to be using today on your Have you guys seen the material on your Discord server? Are you guys hearing me? I need responses, please.
Want to
Yes, sir, we
check
can
the
hear you.
Discord server.
Please confirm if you can see it.
I can see it.
All right, good. So
It's
that's
there
what we'll be
now.
using. Good, good, good. That's what we are going to be using today.
Okay, sir.
You, you can share it to your different WhatsApp groups. I want to, before starting today's section, I want to quickly remind all of you that we take our intellectual property, we take it very, very seriously. If you are not affiliated to the Health Techies, on no account are you allowed to use any of our materials. Go and use your materials if you want. If you must use our material, please let us know for what purpose or purposes you are using our materials. Because I just dealt with one guy on WhatsApp. He's been abusing some of his materials. I've thrown him out, I've blocked him. I've also asked that he stop sending private messages to any of my students. And if he continues, I'll get to publish his phone number and report him to relevant authorities. I know not, it's not easy to be law abiding, especially if you are resident in Nigeria. But just take this serious. And let me give you guys a tip. Let me give you guys a tip about learning anything online. If you are paying your money, except you didn't work so hard for it. Is there any of you that are in the US or maybe UK? Anyone? Eh, If you are there, like listening to me, you can just type. Let me kind of. I want to be sure. Anyone in the US or in the UK or even Canada or Australia, any of these countries. If you are in a country where you are paid hourly, or yes, hourly or weekly, can you let me know? Because I'm mentioning this because if you are in the US or the UK, you discover that for you to even bring out 10 pounds, 10 pounds, or maybe 10, let me use the minimum wage, $17, right? Or 15, depending on which state you are. For you to give out that money to somebody, is either that person is your wife, your husband, your child, your girlfriend, or your partner, or your family member. If you no love the person with your own heart, because what are you doing? Giving out ten to $15 to a random person on the internet. It's like giving out 1 hour of your work to the person. I'm just trying to put this in perspective, guys, so that you know or you have an idea that if you are the type that pays money to learn anything online, I want to invite you right now to also be very careful of the type of people you pay the money to. Someone asked me a question when I opened up on Facebook. I was like, you guys can ask questions, right? Or ask me anything. And someone asked question and I kind of told the person, you know what? The question was whether he should go ahead to learn data analysis or anything like that with an individual or maybe Coursera or some of these platforms. And I said, well, if you go with Coursera, you may not have private access to the tutor. Like it's just like learning something on YouTube. You don't have the tutor's time. And the tutor, except if you send the tutor some money or maybe consulting fee, 2 hours, 3 hours, before the person will have a personal response to your question. Imagine you're having thousands of views or millions of views on YouTube, and everybody wants your time. You can't attend to that person. But there are people coming to your YouTube channel, coming to your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Vimeo, your social media generally to learn something from you. It's not everyone that you respond to. Those of you that are listening to me, is it everyone you respond to on your social media? Because except you are making a lot of money from social media, like you are a social media manager. But if you have a full-time job, right? If you have a full-time job, you would not have that luxury of time to be responding to every type of inquiries that come to your social media. So that's why I'm telling you guys, when you get on board Coursera and all of those courses, you would still need somebody who is actually doing that thing offline or online, someone you can connect with to ask those questions. That's where some of us come in. But again, I also responded. I said, be careful of individuals online, okay? Because if an individual comes and the person is not affiliated to any tech firm or any company, be very careful, because if that person runs away with your money, you can't recover it. You can't even trace the person. Okay. So right now there is no way we run away. It's not even possible for the health techies to get your money and run away. Because number one, we are already registered. Okay. So any mess now, the government will take away our license. And number two, we are not just operational in Nigeria. Some of you that are outside Nigeria have used our services. Number three, some of you know some of our trainers. Apart from me, we have over 10 trainers working and getting paid. None of you is paying me to be here, but you can't dare take any of our trainers and you tell them you want them to come and teach you Python programming for free. Are you smoke pepper? Okay. So all of our trainers are paid. All of them are working as data analysts, computer engineers, data engineers, software engineers. Our website, we don't outsource it. There is a team that handles our website. The software guys, they handle it from scratch. If you check our website, it wasn't built by anyone outside the health tech is. So we are a tech company. We are like self-sufficient. Our graphic designs is handled by a team member. So even if I die today, or even if our co-founder dies today, the health tech is to continue. Are you guys seeing what I'm saying? That is
Yes.
why it is easier for you to trust an institution registered, recognized, and have track record of success than for you to pay random money to people who are just, maybe some of you are attending this class because you are planning to steal my material and then go and be teaching your village people about Microsoft Excel. Meanwhile, you haven't made any money from using Excel. You can't even use it in your office space. You can't use it anywhere. You haven't worked with a team. You don't know the technicalities of it. You don't know what teamwork is in a tech ecosystem. And when you are troubleshooting, you don't even know where to start because your own is copy and paste. I can teach without going to the internet, right? I can teach without going to the internet to actually I don't need to read anything online, just like what I'm going to be teaching you guys today, to tell you I'm pretty good at it. So you need to give yourself time. And we have over 5,000 persons who registered to attend this class. But as we speak now, there are 68 persons right here present. What does that tell you about life generally? That people get so excited to join things, maybe because it's free. People get so excited to explore new things. But once they enter, it'd be like saying a scorpion goes sting their nyash, and then they jump and begin to run away. You hear about Microsoft Excel, you just want to jump in. The dedication, the time, everything is no longer there. So please, even if it's not the health techies, if you must trust anyone with your resources, given the fact, especially those who are outside Nigeria, most Nigerians are salary earners, so they don't even know how much they are earning in a day. Person where they collect 30,000, don't know how much they collect every day. So 30,000 in a month, you don't know how much you are getting from that company in a day. So it's easier for you to just wake up and then begin to dash people money because you're already conditioned to actually sit down in the office and not expect to be paid until the end of the month. So if you are salary conditioned, like monthly conditioned, you would be very careful. That is why some of you, if some of my friends, even myself, we don't get to send. Someone was asking me of $500 that she wants to register for something, and Um, so I was asking, I was like, okay, well, at this point, I can't help you. Well, the truth is that I could help her. $500 is, it's like it's piece of cake. But then when I can't remember, say that babe was person where I've been they pursue that time, I just bullshit her. So that one was not. it's not. It's not. Even, it's not even an excuse. I was like, why they look for money now? Is it because I'm not the guy you knew back then? But even if she wasn't someone I knew, like just coming out of the blues to ask someone you are not affiliated with. I mean, we could give loans to our trainers. We've given loans to some of them over the years. And then some of our students, we've also prepared them for interviews free of charge, things like that. But random people, my question is always, it's not that I'm stingy, but think about it. Who are you on the face of the earth? $500. Okay, if I'm making 200, if I'm making let's say $20 per hour for 40 hours, how much will I be making? Excel students, Muna answer. 40 hours in a week, how much will I be making if I'm paid 20 hours per hour?
$800.
What?
800.
$800. Okay, roughly
Yes.
speaking. So I'm going to give $500 to this lady. That is like giving 3 days of my working life to this lady.
Very well.
So you are not my girlfriend. I told you you no agree. You are not my family member. Me and you know they talk again. You know, nothing join me and you. So which kind charm you want to use now that I'll give you $500? So think about it, and then think about who is that person. Oh, think about taking this $500 and then registering for an online course. Registering for an online course, and then all of a sudden, the person you give this money to just disappear. Waiting go pain you. It's not the money. Oh, for those of you that are outside Nigeria, what will pain you is not even the money. What will pain you is the number of hours you worked to get that money. Omo, abroad hustle no be joke. Oh. Hmm. Is the hustle. So I just said I should gist you people that one so that we'll be very careful. And this gist has now brought us to 18 minutes of our time spent, and we have 80 persons. Now I'm going to ask this question again for the last time. Is there any of you that is confused about what was taught the last time? Because after today, after these 30 minutes left, I'm going to attend to your questions and then move over to that material I sent to you on Discord. Someone is asking for the Discord server link again. Let me just put it on the. Let me put it on the. Let me see if I can get. Put it. Put, any question, please, guys? Check the WhatsApp group. Check your comment section. If there are questions, please let me know. Let me open the WhatsApp group now. Any question? Okay, that means all of you understand what peace taught you guys last week. Everybody understands everything. If you missed the last class, please don't ask any question. Just go and listen to the past recording. So, guys, I am going to be looking at VLOOKUP today because one of the things I'm going to be teaching you is going to be about VLOOKUP. The assessment is going to be about VLOOKUP. Um, Sorry, Maureen, I'm not going to do a quick recap because you missed the last class. Okay, I should refresh on sort and filter.
Sort and filter, yes. Mm.
Let me be sure who is on this call with me. Olabisi, are you here? Olabisi, Fibe. Okay, I'm throwing Olabisi out.
I'm here.
Fibe, is that you?
Fit is here. I'm here. Yes.
All right. Let me throw Olabisi out.
I'm
Ifeyinwa,
here. I'm here. I'm here. Alabisi is here.
what are you doing, Olabisi?
I'm trying to charge my system. I'm okay.
Okay. Because today is Salah, so Abi, it's not Salah. What is it?
Yesterday was Salah.
Yesterday, some people would be doing carryover. Ifeyinwa, are you here? Ifeyinwa, are you here, please?
Yes, I am.
What are you doing, Ifeyinwa? Are you in class?
Yes, I am in class.
Please, I need responses when I ask questions, please.
I'm
And Marianne,
Yes, sir.
Marianne,
Good afternoon, sir.
Marianne, what are you doing? Good
I'm here,
afternoon.
sir.
I'm here.
Are you the one with the baby?
Yes, but I've left there now.
All right. So I want to believe that the only question here is sort and filter. Is that the only question?
Yes, for now. On the comment section.
All right, good. So let me take sort and filter one last time and then we'll proceed. So go back to the material that was shared, guys. Let's look at sort and filter again. Can you see my screen?
no.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yes, it's up now.
All right. Is there any WhatsApp group that is not open for discussion, please? Go and check if you are in any of the groups. I'm not talking to those in the premium group, please. By the way, guys, I want to invite you to join us on the 29th of May, 29th of this month. I'm sorry. Join us 29th of this month. Some of you have been so worried about tech, about AI taking your jobs. Is any of you worried about AI taking jobs
Yes,
in
oh
tech?
yes.
Why are you worried? Tell me.
And I don't want to go to any code, any tech related code. So I've been like, how do I want to do it? Honestly, I've been thinking about this seriously.
All right.
Like, should I just switch to cloud engineer or something? I don't know. I'm just confused, kind of, and worried.
I don't think AI can take anyone. You just have to upskill.
Okay, oh.
Yes, now you need humans for the AI as well. They are just for automations.
Okay, so there's something we have been able to talk to an artificial intelligence expert. The person have been building machine algorithms for AI for different companies, and he's going to have a section with us. Do you guys want to join us? It's actually for our students. If people are Excel people. So the class is basically free for our the health tech is data analysis students. Is any of you willing to join?
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay. So if you are interested, send me a message after this class. I'll send you I'll send you the registration link so that you can register. It's free to attend. That means
Oh,
that we are not going to be having a class next week, Saturday, because we are going to be using the time for class to have that session. So that is very important. So that those of you who are very worried about artificial intelligence taking your jobs, will you will be told on the right things to do. So these images are very scary when people see computers. So we have robots. Robots now can be like can be surgeons. There was a very big issue in Boston a couple of, I think that was last year, when the machine
The
learning.
machine learning.
Who is that person? Oh?
Who is that person?
Someone should mute one of their
Someone should
devices,
mute
please.
one of their devices, please.
Hello,
Hello.
Rahinat, please mute. Let me see.
Rahinat, please mute. Let me see.
Okay.
Rahanat, sorry.
Rahanat, sorry.
Yes, I'm doing that already.
Let me mute you though.
Let me mute you though.
Hello. Okay, that was you. So I don't know. You may want to disconnect your second device. Disconnect it before you unmute, please. Someone said, Fortune, AI will not take jobs, it will create more jobs. Okay, nice. Joy. Good to see you join one yesterday. So guys, there are concerns that AI will take our jobs, that we are going to have already. Some of you are using sex toys. You don't need any partner, B. So that one, don't we're all adults now. Some of you
Oh, wow.
already have one of these robots in your houses. The only thing is that you cannot impregnate it. So if you were planning to impregnate a robot, the technology is not possible yet. But you can freeze your eggs, you can do IVF, you can give birth to your baby outside your womb. Technology has made that possible. Like we are creating our own meta humans, call them so. We are creating our own version. Same way, if you believe in God, same way God created us, and then we got so intelligent, and we now revolted against God, and He was so angry, according to the book of what, Genesis, and then He decided to destroy the world by flooding. So now we are creating our own humans, like call them robots. The fear is, will they get intelligent? If you've listened to the Greek mythology of Prometheus, or the, what is it? Forgotten how Stephen Fry put this thing. So there's a Greek mythology about this whole fear of a new generation of subhumans, in what we call robots, coming to become so intelligent that they no longer need human beings. And then we will get so angry and will probably want to flood the entire robot world. So it was an interesting conversation, and I look forward to that section on the 29th. Trust me, you'll enjoy it. Some of you are already enjoying AI. The thing is that it hasn't taken your job yet. You are still going to work, but some AI, they are already doing deliveries for Amazon. Some robots are doing that. There are robots trained to do some interestingly precision-driven surgeries. Some robots have been trained to satisfy human beings. So if you want to cuddle, there is a robot fully appearing like a woman or a lady. If you touch the robot, it responds to your touch. It laughs, it smiles, it does interesting things. It can satisfy you. If you are a man, if you are a lady, of course, una know which one are they use. So that one is normal. And so these are the fears really. And people are like, will AI really get to take our jobs? And with the upcoming with this chat GPT, Elon Musk just talked about launching through GPT. People are worried. People are like asking questions. To what extent should we allow artificial intelligence to be a part and parcel of whatever we are doing? So if you look at most of these images, they are images of artificial intelligence being used by human beings and so on. We are going to have a better conversation about this on the 29th. So is any of you willing to join? Any of you interested in joining? And so that you know what you need to do, and so your whatever job you are doing, you know how best to interact with AI and the things you have to learn. Am I making sense, guys?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I hope you join that session. So let's look at the questions some of you asked. Gift, what do you mean that you are lost? Where you go yesterday? Because nobody this class lost you. Where she go yesterday, I beg? Um, okay, let me share my screen. I think I've attended to most of the concerns. First, I started by talking about why you should enroll individuals affiliated to institutions, and then I finally ended by talking about your AI and the fears. So one question that was asked was sort and filter. This is it, right?
Yeah, that's sort of good.
Okay, so I'm going to start again. So someone should give me an idea. Give me a fictional table as usual. Fictional table. Let's look at sort and filter quickly. Come on, these people on the live chat. I'll throw all of you out. What's going on?
Okay,
Okay.
salespersons.
Sort and
Sales what?
Salespersons.
Salesperson. Okay. What else?
Um,
the product
yeah, product amount.
Product. Okay,
amount.
an amount. All right, fine. So salesperson, oh yeah, give me your name and the product you love.
Favor.
Favor what?
Ben.
Favor Ben. What product?
Laptops.
Laptop. You sure? Amount.
Um, 45,000.
45,000.
Yeah.
For which country? In Naira.
Olabisi
Olabisi.
Bakari.
Olabisi what?
Bakari.
Bakari. Is it Bakari? This one?
R-E. R-E.
E.
Marianne.
R-E.
R-E.
R-A.
Mm.
Okay.
Phone.
And what?
Phone.
Product?
Phone.
Phone. Okay.
75,000.
25,000.
70. Yeah, just put any price. 75.
75. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I need 5 more people.
If anyone,
Okay.
Marianne.
if anyone,
Where you want?
no, yes. Bluetooth earpiece.
If you want, let me just put a Bluetooth.
Earpiece.
Okay, earpiece. So how much was that?
15,000.
Why now?
15,000.
Hello.
Who else? Check the comment section.
Um,
What?
Marianne
Phoebe.
Alex.
Marianne Alex. Okay, product.
Marianne product.
They waste
Marianne
time.
Alex.
Condoms.
Product. Green guard.
Who else is there?
Yay.
Pamela.
Yeah,
Pamela,
Phoebe.
products. Pamela, David.
10,000.
What product?
AirPods.
Airport.
Yeah.
Like airport for
For
aeroplane
iPhone.
for
iPhone earpiece, AirPods.
okay. I forgot which time Pamela won't buy airport though. So let's see how much 10,000.
Yeah.
Then one last person.
Joy Ikagu from the comment section.
Okay, Joy IKEA. IKEA what?
Ikagu.
IKEA go. That was it. What products did she
Monitor,
buy?
monitor, 75,000.
What is monitor, I beg?
Monitors, I think it's systems, laptop or
Yeah, it
That's
reminds me
computer. Yeah.
reminds me of those days some of us were learning computer in secondary school. Monitor,
Yeah.
CPU.
75,000.
All right, so let's work with this, okay? Let's work with this alternate shift HOI, and then right. Then we put this and this bold. Good. Now I want to look at sort. Okay. The person that asked this question about sort and filter is the person see here. Then let me put Naira. Is the person see here? Check the comment section. If the person is not here, I'll just leave this question. Because if check. The person is not here, I'll leave answering this and move over to another question.
I think the person is there.
Who is the person?
If you ask sort and filter, where are you, please?
Sort and filter.
Yeah, they are
Who
here.
asked the question about
Continue.
sort and filter?
Adobe and Fortune.
Adobe is here.
They are here.
The Adobe Bakery, they are here.
Okay, Adobe, good. Because if you weren't there, I'll just move to the next question. So I'll not waste time talking about something nobody's interested in listening. Good. So now, guys, if you want to talk about sort, let me give you an example. Let's just do sort and filter first. Then I'll tell you why the differences between sort and filter. Should I continue?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes,
So
sir.
now we have sales
Yes,
person,
sir.
we have products, we have amounts. As usual, what's the primary key here or primary column?
Amount.
The amount.
Amount.
Good. Very, very proud of you. So this is the primary column. That means we can either, if you want to have a graph, we can have a graph of salesperson and amount
Person
or
and amount.
product and
Product and
amount.
amount.
Right? But salesperson and product, if they stay together, it doesn't make any sense to any business person. Like, what am I doing with Marianne's condoms? And so what? I don't bloody care how many she has. But if you put a price to it, then I'll say, okay, Marianne, now confirm, or now confirm, So it gives a lot of perspective to what the product and what the salesperson is. I don't care about what Favor wants to use our product for, what our laptop is for. But if you put the amount, then I'm going to say, okay, 45,000 naira laptop is not going to last for 6 months. In fact, Favor is going to break with her boyfriend faster than this laptop would break down. So it's possible. Let's look at Ifeanyiwa, the Bluetooth earpiece. If she's very careful, 15,000 good product. She enjoys this as much as she can. And Pamela will get the AirPod, so she has an iPhone, obviously, and it goes for 10,000. And then computer monitor, probably someone who wants a bigger screen for her computer. Okay, so without the primary key, you may not understand the context through which your business or your client is working from. So now that is said, that is being understood. The next question we need to ask ourselves is, what are we looking for? For instance, who is the highest? who is the highest person. Let's say this is from supermarket called is sweet me sweet you supermarket.
Wahala.
So let's say this is the name of the supermarket. So the acronym for the supermarket is ESM
S
S.
Y
SU. It is so let's put something interesting.
It's me.
This one cannot be.
Uh-huh. So let's just say the Esmes supermarket. It should mean Swedish supermarket. Good. So let's say this guy wants to find out which of his products or which of our products is actually getting a lot of money. And then you come over and then you want to sort. So all you need to do again, put your cursor there, go to your data, and then you are going to see sort. So when you say sort, you are simply, if you look at the dialog box that comes here, let's say you want to sort. Remember in your primary school, or maybe your high school or college or university. Let me use Nigeria for instance. In Nigeria, in some universities, after the end of the semester, you would see results of students. So you are going to look for your name. And it's going to be very easy to look for your name. Why? Because it is written in
It has
alphabetical
been
order.
sorted.
So if your name is
Yes.
D, you don't need to look for the people in starting from A. You simply go
D.
from D and then you search for the next one, DA. Like my name is always like the first under people starting from D because my first name is David. So I have starting from D. After D, the first letter is A. So I definitely get to see my name first. So it was very easy to see my GPA, to see what I scored, to see the lecturers that promised me hell and they actually delivered the hell. So you definitely see all of that on a thread right there on that post. So if you get F9, everybody go see now. Everything is right there. And if you get carryover, you would see, except you have some package you want to deliver, if you know what I'm saying. So anyway, the thing we want to do with sort now is we want to organize it from the first to the last. Simply put, that's what sort does, from A to Z. It's as simple as that. So it's asking us are you going to sort the column, sort by what? So let's say we want to sort by salesperson. Okay. We want to leave it on sort by value and we want to leave it A to Z. So that means every letter, every salesperson that the first name is A, B, C is going to come on that arrangement. So if we click on OK, watch and see. Do you see that there are some differences? Like Favor came first, followed by Feinwa, Joy, Kiago, Marianne, and so on. Let's go back and sort again. We click. This time around, we want to sort by product and then we want it to be A to Z, meaning only the product column. Let it start from A, B, C, D, A, and so on and so forth. And then we click on OK. Do you see that?
No,
The first
airport.
thing that came
Yes.
what was AirPod,
Airport.
Bluetooth. So if you are working as a sales rep or a sales or a data entry specialist, and then you are asked to organize in most supermarkets, e-commerce stores, you are asked to organize your data in A, B, C, D, F. For instance, you go to a library. Okay, how many of you have gone to a library? You see libraries arranged. If
Yes.
you're looking for a book, beginning from the author's name, David Francis, you can
Yeah.
see check your author's name from this alphabetical order. Books from this alphabetical order. Half of a Yellow Sun. It begins with H. So you go to a stand where all the books begin with a H. So I mean, who does all of that? It's the person behind the laptop, the person using sort to sort literally every arrange these things for you so that it makes your life, it makes your work easier. So basically, that's what sort does. Again, we can go to the amount column if we want to sort it. Go to the amount column. Now we sort it by what? By amount. And then we say smallest to largest. Do you see what it happens? When once you change it to a numerical column, you no longer have A to B and C and D to Z. What you have is smallest to largest because it is in numbers. Abi una get A and B and C inside number?
No.
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 No,
Good.
sir. No, sir.
It is smallest to largest, okay? And then you click on okay. It just dey like some of una wey dey here now. Um, okay, let me not shade somebody because some it suit me. You know, this is it suit me, suit you supermarket. So you are going there, you want to know whether this guy gather a lot of money. So you carry and go, he sweet you supermarket, and then guy A will buy you a product of 100,000, guy B will buy you a product of 50,000. Guy C will come and tell you, you know what, sister, you know what, you know me, I know you, God will take care of us, but just manage this flour, 15 naira flour. And then guy C will come and say, oh, sister, you are so beautiful. In fact, you shouldn't even be in this supermarket. You know what? I'm going to buy you the supermarket. You know, when you get home, what do? You do your own sort and filter. Kai,
Salt.
this guy won't buy me supermarket. Can you imagine? In fact, everybody will know that that person is your largest to smallest. That person don't gather well. You get. Then the person that says, "Sister, in the Lord, you know me, I know you. God knows me. God knows my heart. He knows I love you. But just take this flower. It go better tomorrow." Where you go put that person? She be not for bottom. So that in case the person will buy supermarket die, you will manage
Oh,
the next person on the list, which
yes,
is
sir.
the guy that gave you 150. If that one die, you manage the next one. So the only one that God know me, know you. If you want to manage the person now, when all the other options where you don't sort finish, don't die. Hallelujah.
Amen.
So that is it. If I have explained this thing like
Amen.
this and you still don't understand sort, how to sort and what it means, now deliverance straight.
Hello, Mr. David. They say you should zoom your screen. No, you should zoom in there.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm
Now
going to
come
click
again.
on okay. Let me zoom my screen now. Is it bigger now?
Yeah.
So you can see now I have sought obviously Mary Ann has come first now because that's the lowest thing that she's bought in her entire life and she's using it to enjoy herself. And then the person who has got the most amount of money here is Olabisi, 75,000, followed by okay, they are same amount of money. So that is basically what sort does. Now let's look at filter.
Yes, there's a question concerning sorting that Adiobi said. She said, why is it that when you have three columns, why does it sort only one? So why do you sort only one column?
Okay, now the trick is when you are sorting one column, for instance, I sorted the amount column, but do you realize that every other column was affected? You
Mm,
realize you saw it, right?
Yes.
So
mm.
Yes.
when you sort a particular column, what it says is that you are giving priority to that column. Other
First column.
columns will follow suit.
Oh.
In case you don't
Okay.
understand, somebody wants to come and get married to you. The person doesn't have a lot of money, and another person has a lot of money. So, you know, when someone says that, we don't want you to marry from that tribe, they are so devilish. They are, oh my God, they don't know this. They are so dirty. They are so, they don't know anything. You get? Now, the question I always ask people is good. Look, don't bother about that tribe thing. Just have your money, a lot of money. You know, just be somebody in the society, and that tribe thing is going to vanish into. What it means, therefore, is when you sort something that is top priority, every other thing will follow. People will say they don't want the tribe, oh, they go follow. People they say, well, some people say that your guy or your girlfriend is ugly, is from a family that is blah blah. And once she has the money, she has good standing, they will follow. You get? When once you choose what is top priority, everyone sees that that thing is valuable. Every other column in your life would follow. You don't need to push it. Do you guys understand how these things work now?
Yes, sir.
So I'm trying
Yes,
to
sir.
mix my class with a real life experience so that anytime you think about it, you remember it. You can never going to forget it. So now let's look at filter. What does filter do exactly? So let me undo this. Undo. Okay, good. Um, let me take it to this time around. Let's go for salesperson. Click on okay, good. So now let's look at filter. I go to filter and then I click on it. Nothing is going to happen. But when I highlight everything and then click on filter, do you see? Do you notice the difference? Can someone tell me what the difference is? What do you see?
Yeah. The drop downs.
Good, the drop down. So when you are inserting a table, you definitely have a drop down. When you are inserting the filter, you have a drop down. So what that means is you can simply click on any of these. Let's say open this filter, open the drop down. Let's say you want to see only two names. So what do? You uncheck, select all, choose favor, which is the top on the list, and choose Pamela, and then click on OK. So what do you see? Favor and Ben, Favor, Pamela. Every other thing disappears. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes, sieved out
That is
already.
what filter does. Yes, it filters out every other thing. So good. I'm going to click on OK to bring back anything. So what is the difference between sort and filter? Now let me ask Olabisi, because now she get money here pass. Olabisi, what's your favorite food?
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, I can't hear you. I didn't
Olabisi,
get it.
what's your favorite food?
Rice.
Rice and what?
Rice and chicken.
Okay. Rice and chicken.
Christmas food.
Good. What other food can you manage if you don't see rice and chicken?
The bread and tea.
Bread, okay. Bread and tea. Bread and tea or beverage.
Yeah.
Good. So Olabisi, what's your worst food? Like, what's your worst food or worst meal?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti, okay. It's like you ate a lot of it when you were growing up.
No.
Spaghetti and what? I don't know if that is how it's spelled.
There's the H at the back of G.
Okay. Interesting how you hate spaghetti, but you know how to spell it. Incredible
No,
irony.
At the back of
At the-
G, not in front of G.
You see.
Yeah.
And what other meal do you hate the most?
Maybe solid.
What?
It's solid now.
Solid.
What do you mean by
Maybe solid
solid?
food. Like swallow food.
Swallow.
Jesus, where are you?
Where am I?
Yeah, like, are you in Nigeria?
I'm in Nigeria.
And you don't eat swallow?
Not that I don't eat it, I don't like it.
You don't like it? Okay, so it's
Which of the swallow? We have many swallow.
Fufu.
Maybe fufu, yeah.
Oh my God. Fufu is the shortest way to my heart. With this one now, you have failed the exams.
Objective.
Okay, now let me use this to teach. Let me use this to teach what sort and filter is. So assuming you have all of this on a table. Now this is what sorting does. Sorting will remove the things you love and still leave the things you don't on the table. It's just like you are going for dinner and then you are prepared. You have a plate of rice, you have a plate of chicken, you have a plate of bread, tea, spaghetti, fufu. Sorting, somebody who is a sorting expert will come there, remove the rice and chicken, and enjoy herself. I'm talking about Olabisi. She has sorted out what she needs. Every other thing she doesn't need is still on the table. Like if you come, you would still see bread and tea, fufu, and spaghetti. Did you get that point?
Yes, sir.
Good. But filtering is the violence of sort.
Yes.
Filtering is what? The violent type of
Violence of
sorting.
sorting.
So filtering will come to the table and say, "Oh, you motherfucker. I don't need spaghetti. I don't need fufu. I don't need bread and tea. Take away this shit on the table. In fact, you can't even throw them out of the bin. The only thing filtering wants to see is what?
What I
Rice.
like. And chicken.
Every other thing is not necessary. Do you guys remember that when we were sorting, the only thing that was appearing was A to Z organized, but you are still going to see your Z. You are still going to see your
Yes.
B, C, D. You are still going to see everything, right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
with filtering,
Yeah.
what are you going to see? The only thing that you ask Excel to do,
That you
every
want to
other
see.
thing is going to disappear. For instance, in the amount column, I want to filter. I want to see only 75. I want to see only 75,000. And then I click on OK. Do you see that?
Hmm.
Yes.
Every other thing is gone. Is there anyone that is still confused about sorting and filter? With all this explanation,
No.
I beg, if you are still confused, let me know. Let me know where to pour you holy water. Now, there's another thing about sort and filter I want to teach you guys, and that is when colors are involved. That is when colors are involved. Let me say I want to put this color here. Want to put red here. Red. Then I want to put red here. Maybe for emphasis sake. And then I want to come and I click on data. I click on filter. Sorry, click on filter. Then I open this. You would see it says filter by color,
Sort by color. Sort by
right?
color.
I click on the red. Do you see? The only
Yeah.
thing I want to see is those things that appear with red. So you can
Right.
insert as many colors. Maybe you want your client to actually pay attention to a particular data. So you color it and then you can say, you know what? I think we no longer need to put products like condoms and Bluetooth earpiece because those are the least amount of products that customers buy. Anyway, you and I know that these are actually the most amount of product people buy because, but this one is just a class, okay? It's not how you go to a sweet you supermarket and there's no CD. It's not complete. There's nothing sweet there. Of course, contraceptives and then alcohol and all of the things that make people die before their time. So we can go back there and then we can deselect it
Check
and
it.
then we're back to our colors. Any other question? Because I need to move on to the next topic today. Any
Yeah,
other
she was
question?
asking, is filter same as hide?
Yes, it's similar. You can call it height.
Okay.
Any other question?
They're asking for pivot chart and table. Rihanna is asking for pivot chart and table.
Did that person attend the last class? Because I don't want to be attending to questions that people who didn't attend the last class are kind of like, did you attend the last class? Who is the person that asked pivot table? Please, guys,
Answer.
the premium class, just to let you know, the enrollment ends tomorrow. After that, we are not welcoming anyone again. If you are wise, you would want to enroll today because they have already started their grouping. And if you can see the Excel file that was sent to you, there is an Excel project that will be submitted during your internship. So we are going to be working on all those things. You guys will start working on groups together and things like that. So you can enroll for the internship. Sorry, the premium group. Let me just make a banner. Questions, please.
They said the link you provided for Discord server is invalid.
It's invalid. That is not the problem now. Can always sort that out later.
Rihanna did not respond. Sir. We move.
Any other question, guys?
Shirley on the chat said, explain some if, please.
Ask her if she was in the class.
I was in the class, sir.
Oh, now you they ask this one. So is it that you didn't understand or what?
Yes, sir. I did not really understand it.
Why? What happened?
It was kind of complicated for me.
Okay. Is there any other person that understood the some if? Well, have you see question where they ask you?
I've seen it, sir.
She they eat now rice and chicken. Now correct. Why do you think her voice is that sweet? Nah, rice voice. So any other person that didn't understand some if? I've answered that question 14.
They are responding on the private chat.
I actually don't know what. Okay, let me go through the sum if, and then I think that should be it for all the questions now, so that we can move on. I think that's sum if. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to. Let me copy. Where is our that thing? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Let me copy. Short and fit. Let me copy this because we'll need this. Right. Copy this and take it to SumIf. We are going to look at SumIf quickly. With that. Use dollars for now. No. Let me not pretend not that everyone didn't understand SumIf. If you know how to explain to me what to do with SumIf, take me through. So I want us to do something. If you want to add all of this, take me through the formula. If you want to add the amount column, take me through the formula.
Equals to
Equals to
sum, SUM.
Some if.
Open bracket.
So we're looking at sum.
Open bracket.
Let me expand this. The expansion people before they come from my head. So let's start again. Equals to sum.
Some if.
Double click.
I like from G53 down to G58.
All right.
Those
And then what?
brackets.
Those
Good.
Enter.
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 Okay, good. So that is a total, right?
Yes.
Good. Now you guys know that you can actually Control A, put this on a table, and then do what? Go to your design, and then put your total row quickly, and it will give you the total without you doing all of this manually.
Yes.
Can you see that? So
Yes.
with the total now, you can actually do something very easy. with this format now, you can even change your you can change your colors for your table. You guys treated tables now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh. You can change your colors for your table. You can even do
And different
your
design.
average. You can check your average amount. You can check your count, which is like counting the values, which you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it told you we have 6 rows.
Six
You can
items.
also do what? Count the numbers, which is the same like count in this case, or you check the maximum amount, which of
Maximum
course is
amount.
75. You want to check the minimum,
That's the
which of course
minimum.
is about 100.
Okay.
You check what? Your sum, which of course is 210. So others you may not understand how they work, but let's just look at this. Your store dev. We're going to be looking at all of these going forward in your advanced.
Variance.
Okay. This one is pretty much large. So we're going to look at some. Just leave it as some for now. I hope you guys knew about all this, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know.
Yes.
Now that you've gotten this sorted, we want to actually do something. We want to calculate the sum of everything that is greater than 45, 45,000. So I need someone to take me that. The only thing that is greater than 45 is how many? How many things are greater than 45,000?
2.
75,000.
All 2 75,000.
Okay, we have 45,000, right? And then
Yes.
we have 75, and then you have 75. Now let me open a data set. Let me see if you guys can, as soon as the sharp mouth show. Let me open. By the way, if you want to do if you want a place where you can get sample data sets from, you can go to, and I recommend it. Titi Lope, you paid. There is no acknowledgement of payment. Did you send anything to me on WhatsApp or my email or email? Please, guys, rewatch the last class. That is very, very important. If you don't understand it, go and rewatch the last class.
Yes.
So if you want a data set to practice, go to Marvin.
Cargo.
Yeah. Okay, you already know about Marvin.
She said cargo.
Cargo.
Yeah, we have marvinanalytics.io. You can check this, and then you can also check cargo. So get your data set, cargo.com.
You can't see the spelling. No.
You say what?
I can't see the spelling. Okay, cargo. I can see cargo.com.
Yeah, so you can, those of you that want to get, you can get your, can download some data sets here. So let me look for one data set. Country's GDP. So I want to download this. I need to sign in, and I don't have the time for that. I wanted to show you guys something, but let me open the Excel projects I sent you guys. The Excel projects I sent you guys. So now this
Please
is the
zoom your
project you
screen.
guys will be working. Look at the revenue column, right? Look at the revenue column. Do you know how many numbers are bigger than 41 pounds? Can you use your eyes to check
No.
No.
as I scroll down? Oh yeah, let's do it. Use your eyes, check how many numbers are bigger than 41 pounds.
200.
200. That person where they talk reminds me of some ladies that go to the club. They use their eye, they will scan all the fine boys there. and they'll tell you which one has money and which one is poor. It's the same with human beings everywhere anyway. So now demo. So if you can do that in a club, then you should be a very good data analyst. Like you should be very good with Excel. You don't need some if function. Just use your eyes, can and count. Okay. Okay. You see, I'm still scrolling down. But the person will get better eye go don't give me answer sharp. So anyway, I just have to bring that up because sometimes when we tell our students to use some if to use functions to look for whatever it is they are looking for. Like for instance, I just asked you guys how many values are greater than 45,000, and you guys, use your eyes and then you told me the answer, right? But when I went to this one, we don't pass on our power. You understand? When I don't calm down, I don't humble. So that is what I wanted. That humility, very very important, so that you get to spend your time to do what to study these formulas. Because I trust me, nobody will employ you to be analyzing data like as small as this one.
Yeah.
It's very rare. You are going to be working with really serious people and you have access to tons of data. You can see if you go to that cargo, right? If you go check that cargo, you are going to see, let me go back. You are going to see thousands of data sets, and they are actually, let's look at this. What do you see now? What do you see here? It says a data set of countries' GDP from 2012 to year 2021. So there's no how you have just one column for this type of data set. It's already here. Can you see? Can you see how it looks like?
Yeah.
This is how it
Yes.
looks like.
Yes.
For those of you who enroll for our data analysis course, this thing that is used to get all this is Tableau. Okay, they actually put it on Tableau and then visualize it here so that you see. So this is it. So it's very rare to see just one or two column kind of job and so on. So make person no go embarrass me, say, this man only taught us one or two columns. It no be madness, so eh. So let's go through. I need someone, for those of you that understood the summing function, take me through how do I add only 45 and everything above 45 on this data set? Because we already have a total here. Those of you that understood, no for my hand. Let's go. What's the formula for sum if?
Equals to sum if,
Equals to sum if, okay?
open brackets.
So what it says, always read what it says, right? It says add the cell specified by a given condition or criteria. So we need, with sum if, we are looking at conditions and criteria. With the sum function, we are using at summation. We are using at putting one thing with another thing to bring it together. So let's go. Sum if, yes.
Open your bracket.
Okay.
Then the range form, we're looking at all the amounts except the total.
Okay. So how do I insert the range?
So you are light from G53 to 58, or you can write it, whichever.
Yes.
Okay, you're smart. So our table actually has a name. Of course, you remember the importance of
That's
naming our table.
name a table. Yes.
So because with this is on a table, let's just simply go and name our table. Can someone take me? How do I name my table? I don't need to waste time. I'll just do it myself. So I'm going to call this the product table. Product table. And then hit enter. All right, so take me again through sum if. Now I've named my table. Can go sum if, bracket open, your range. When you highlight it, you can now see the table name, which is product table,
Table
and
amount.
their column name is what? Amount.
Amount.
Good. So what else?
Well, then open your apostrophe.
Yeah. Comma.
Is it comma? Okay.
You are not sure. Oh, Chukwu Waranodo.
Put a comma.
Okay, comma. Yeah, comma.
Put a comma. Okay. What else?
Then
The criteria.
what's the question again? We're looking at if numbers that are greater.
Anything that is greater than 45,000.
So you put greater than 45,000.
Just okay. Is this greater than?
No, right?
Is that greater?
Yes.
Yes, that's greater sign.
Okay. What next?
45,000.
45,000.
45,000.
45,000. Okay. What else?
Close the bracket.
You should close the bracket.
No, close the. I thought we put apostrophe.
Oh, Shokori Babora, Shokori Babora. Just 1 week, oh. Wait and teach you
No,
now.
it's
This
not.
one. What else? What else? Is there
No, it's not.
nobody in the comment
No, that's
section
not.
that is ready
That's
to
not it.
set the children of
Let's do it.
Israel free?
Nobody is talking.
The range should be the table. Maybe the whole table.
No, put the range in
Then
a.
greater than 45,000. Then the sum range. Then the sum range is going to be the amount.
Put
The amount column.
Mr. David, you didn't put them in
Yes.
quotations.
I didn't put.
No, there is
So
a
where
range.
should I put the
There's a
quotation?
After the comma.
After the comma, okay. Uh-huh.
And after the number.
Uh-huh.
I close it now. You should help me now. It's all-
No.
No. God of my fathers. God of our father.
No. I think the
This
sum
class
if
that you
function,
people learned is not even up to 1 week. Oh.
the sum if function is equals to sum if
Jesus
open
Christ.
bracket,
Uh-huh.
the cells you are to work with, maybe the product and the amount to highlight them together, comma the cell needed. You can just put the quotation greater than 45,000, close quotation, comma the range, the sum range. That is the cell we are going to add from. That is going to be the amount cell that we are adding from, then close the brackets and enter.
Let me check the WhatsApp groups and see.
Nobody is talking. Nobody.
Lope, I think I just check the screen. You would see how you can enroll for the premium class. Joy, okay, good attempt. Good attempt.
Product table.
Can see message
Product
from
and
Patty, from Marianne. But all of you have gotten it wrong. Good attempt. Okay, let me try this one by Lawson. Let me see if it will work.
That's what we have then.
Let me check it. You people don't fall PUN. She was there. She gave her entire heart to this class. This is how you are going to reward her. If I put close bracket and hit enter,
is not.
what do you have?
150,000.
Oh, it's
So
not.
Is it correct?
No.
Yes.
Let's do it manually. Equals to sum 45. Everything greater than 45 is what?
75 and
75,
75.
and 75.
Why don't even
Yes, correct.
That's correct.
Correct.
Yes,
So you
correct.
people
So
did.
we're correct.
Now like this una dey fall una teacher hand o. The person that even gave me the answer was not even sure. You know, e dey like say make you taste the food whether salt too much abi make you put maggi. You keep tasting. At the end of the day, you forget to put the salt. Anyway, who asked that question about some if? I think it's pretty simple. If let me do it again this time around. If we want to do everything greater than 10,000, what we are saying is everything, we are adding everything here except 100. True or false?
Yes.
True or false?
Everything greater
We
than
say
10,000
add
false.
everything here greater than 10,000. What it means is that from looking at this, we are adding everything on our list except $100. True or false?
And
True.
$10.
And 10. Is there $10? There's no
No, there's no
$10.
So
$10.
no,
No,
10,000,
$10,000.
10,000. I wanted to say $10,000.
Yes. So we
You say
have equals
everything
to
greater than
sum,
10,000.
right? We have our range. What is our range? You call on the product table. This is the product table, right? And then
Yeah.
what do? When you call the product table, you now use a square bracket to call the name of the columns. So you put the square bracket, and then
among.
you see all the name of the columns there and the
Yeah.
header. So you click on the amount column, which is what you want, okay? And then you
Okay.
close it with a square bracket. So now it has chosen for itself, okay, this is where you want to work with. Do you guys know how that works now?
Yes, sir.
So that
Yes,
is
sir.
called your range. It's asking you for your range. In other words, it's asking you where do you want to submit your conditions? Where do you want your conditions to be picked from? After that, you put your comma. Always follow the no you know Sabi Pass use Excel. You feel me?
Yeah.
Always follow this if you are confused. So it's telling you after range, what do? You put your comma.
Comma.
But remember, the next thing you want to put is you want to put a conditional statement or a criteria, and you say anything that is greater than what? Anything that is greater than what?
10,000.
10,000. But remember, your criteria is not supposed to be the way it is. It is in numbers, and there is a foreign element there called greater than. So if I just close the bracket and hit enter, what do you see? Error.
Mhm.
And why is Excel
Yes.
telling you that there is error? Because you did not command Excel to take your greater than sign as a part and parcel of your criteria.
Okay.
Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You know, when you are speaking, do you speak and put full stop, or is it when you are writing? Which of them do you put full stop?
When
Yeah,
you're
right.
When we are
writing.
writing.
Good. But you know that some people in some people's village, when they are speaking, they used to put full stop. Oh, favor Ben, favor Ben, comma. The other time I saw you, apostrophe. I thought I was going to come close to you. Full stop. You know, some villages speak like that because they actually are pronouncing every single thing. That is my dad apostrophe S book. Okay, you don't speak like that. But when you are writing, you put a full stop. In English language, the full stop is a part and parcel of that sentence. True or false?
True.
It's
True.
true.
If you don't put a full stop and then you go right ahead to insert, let me open my Microsoft Word now quickly and explain why you need to put brackets, double quotes in some of your Excel functions. So I have this is my Microsoft Excel. Sorry, Microsoft Word. Oh my God, it's been such a long time I use Microsoft Word. Technology has messed me up. Anyway, let me type something like I love favors big set of teeth. She smiles like a pregnant she goat. When we get married,
I'm married though.
I don't see that from you.
ah, okay. Let, make I change them for you now. Since you didn't want to, when she becomes my seventh wife,
You mean my second husband?
Wahala.
our children will be feared like the daughters of Shagavan. All right, so I want to put this up. Um, good. Now watch and see. Let me turn this into a sentence case. All right, and then let me remove this full stop. Now, what do you guys notice?
You can see an error.
Yes, you see errors because this is supposed to be open it. You see, this is of course this is American language. It's just telling me to change it to another language, and you see there's supposed to be a full stop. It's telling you this is supposed to be small letter. Meanwhile, there is supposed to be a full stop here.
The full
So
stop.
when I say that in Microsoft Excel, every of your, if I remove this, it may not make. Let me check. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, if I remove this, it doesn't make any sense. And then I want to type something like let's say later. Let me intentionally make a mistake. Later she so check out these things, guys. In most Microsoft products, if you put a full stop here, that green stuff will disappear sooner or later. Do you see that? Because a
Yes.
full stop, a full stop. I just wanted you guys to see the difference. A full stop is understood in Microsoft Word to be a part and parcel of a sentence. Now let's go back to Microsoft Excel. If we go back to Microsoft Excel, everything like that is, I'm going to cancel this. Everything, let me escape. Everything that is a full stop, everything that is a comma, everything that is this sign, everything that is this sign, that sign, this one, this one. All of these quotation marks, or all of these, what do they call them in English? Quotation marks, right? Or what else? Do they have other names?
Function.
Yes.
Punctuations, good. Punctuations,
Punctuation mark.
quotation marks. All of these things,
Use
the
practice.
moment you insert them into a formula that doesn't require of them. Are we together?
Yes.
The
Yes, sir.
moment you insert any of these things into a formula that doesn't require of them, instead of Excel to underline it as you see or saw in Microsoft Word, Excel is going to tell you that there is an error. And the error is mostly a function of formula error. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. So that is why when you put that bracket open and close, and then you didn't put your quotation marks, it returned an error function. So we are going to try it one last time. So we continue. Sum if the range, our product table, of course, you call that table and call out the amount column, close it. And what else? Put your comma because it's telling, and the next thing is your criteria. So you put your bracket, your greater than 10,000. Because Excel doesn't understand this, what do? You put it in double quotes and then come here and put it in double quotes. Then go back there and close your formula and hit enter. And then everything that is greater than 21,000 is now 210,000. Is there anyone that is still confused under the earth about sum if? Because
No.
I'm moving over to VLOOKUP. And VLOOKUP welcomes us into intermediate Excel officially. VLOOKUP is a very important function. Let's treat it immediately. Are we together, guys? Can I continue the class?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is anyone still confused? Are you guys enjoying this class? Are you guys understanding what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
you did that pivot table with this our table.
Pivot table. What happened to the pivot table?
If you can just do it with this our ready-made table.
So someone says people are responding. Let's read the comments, guys. All of you on
We are
the live.
reading now.
The only
Please.
thing there's nothing. They're talking about the premium class.
This person, please, I'm
Premium
not
group.
going to take it again. I'm so sorry. I've spent so much time on this. Listen to the last recording. If you listen to the last recording, I still explain this and you don't understand. Seriously, you need to meet with your colleagues in the group, please. We can't be treating sum if and count if two consecutive times. Or is there any of you that are still confused about sum if?
No, you just need to keep repeating it.
No, I can't repeat it.
No,
I
not
know
you.
it.
Not
I
you.
think we should practice
You
on
need
our
to
own.
practice it.
Yes, practice, please. Like, I no go speak nonsense English now.
Sorry.
So the thing about it is, while sum if actually calculates the number of criteria, putting them together, count if will tell you how many of those criteria exist. So it's basically saying equals to count if. What it says is it counts the number of cells within a range that meets a given criteria. So what are we counting? Count if. What is our range? Product table. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Product table. And what are we counting? We are counting from the amount section, right?
Yes.
Let's count from the amount. And then bracket close. Or, sorry, not bracket close. What are we?
Come on.
There's the criteria there. So what is our
Yes.
criteria? Count if
Greater than
something is what?
maybe greater than $10,000.
Let's say greater than 45,000.
$5,000.
45,000. And then
Close
enter.
brackets.
So 2. Remember, when we said calculate greater than 45,000 and we use sum if, what happened?
It
It
just
gave us-
adds
Added the amount. It added the
how
amount.
many amount did it add? 75 and 75,
75.
which is
Two.
this one, okay? This
And
one
this.
and this one to
Yes.
get us that 150.
150.
But count if is not interested. Count
In
if
the
is
amount.
not interested in adding. Count if is interested in
In the
counting.
number.
In case you don't understand again, let me use another real life experience. When somebody asks you a question, count. Listen, all these people I've been seeing on TikTok, they will carry mic, put it in your mouth, and they'll ask you, "What's your body count like?"
wow.
So if you remember that one, please remember count if. What's your body count like? You say it's 200, but well, I don't know. It could be
Okay.
more.
Okay.
So that is it. Now we have another one called counter or counter.
Okay. Yeah, count.
Count, it simply does, you highlight all of these and hit enter. It simply counts the number of rows you have. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? You can do the same thing for your column. You want to know the number of column, any value you have. So you do equals to counter bracket open. You can, put your cursor here, highlight all, and then bracket close and hit enter. So you have three columns and then 6 rows. So you don't need to be your employer would call, hey David, please, I don't know, I'm so confused. Can you let me know how many columns you have for this data set? And then because somebody like Pamela is trying to make me angry, Pamela will now start be using amount. Okay, give me a minute, sir. Let me count it.
1, 2, 3,
Pamela
4,
will
5,
say
6, 7,
1,
8.
2, 3. And the boss will be like, Pamela, what are you doing? You say make
Catching
a counter.
focus.
I'm at the counter now. So please don't do that. I mean, it's not professional. You're gonna waste your anyone's time. Okay, so just imagine being given. Let me do this. Let me do this. So you want to count how many columns or how many rows? Can you guys, those of you that used to count with your eyes, how many rows do you have here? Without looking at the how many rows? I'm still scrolling down, but it's not really you can use your counter and get the number of rows, number of columns as fast as possible. That's what makes you stand out as a data analyst using Excel as a skill. So let's move over to VLOOKUP, please. Please, 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 please. So VLOOKUP, if I click on this, probably you would see the formula right here. But let me use another value. Let's say I'm trying to remember something. Let me say. Okay, so let me use a fictional data set. Say names, ex-boyfriends, net worth. So Pamela, let me copy people. Yeah. Give me their names quickly. We're still
Favor
working with this,
game.
we're still working with these data sets. Right. So I know they will not give me their names in case they want to go back to this person. So let me do them the honor.
That my ex-boyfriend is very rich. Ah, no, I want the Elon Musk.
So let's so this is the network is in thousands, okay, or in millions. So let's do something quickly. Let me zoom out. Now pay attention to the formula here. I want to in this case, let me use one name so that I'll not complicate. Let me use just one name each. Favor. Right. So when we say VLOOKUP, guys, In case you are not aware, there is nowhere today that you go for an interview with Microsoft Excel, you will not see something like VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, index match, most importantly. So even if I have been babbling in class and wasting your time, please listen to VLOOKUP. If you are having a test going forward in Excel, you will not escape VLOOKUP. Trust me. Can quote me anywhere. Because I tell you, more than 80 or 70% of companies definitely use lookup values. By lookup values, I'm talking about index match, VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, and so on and so forth, which I'm going to teach you guys. Should I continue or you are not interested?
We're interested,
Let's
sir.
continue.
Very,
Continue,
very,
sir.
very
Let's
important.
continue.
Now, let me tell you why VLOOKUP is very important. Remember when you go to the bank to complain that you make payments and then the money was not you were debited, but the person didn't get the money. Remember something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is the data analyst.
Yes.
Of course, the software can pull out your name and your transactions and some, but it is a data analyst or the software engineer who is working at the back end that is actually using lookup values or codes to actually search for your name, your transaction dates, and everything about that particular. That's why banks and financial institutions, fintech companies, they rush after people who know some of how to pull out some of this information. How do you think the EFCC or the FBI or the CIA would track you? As in, they would track you even when you are cheating. They know they know the place you used to go and cheat. They know where you defecate. They know things about you. In the US, for instance, your number plate is attached to your house, your social security. So if you hit somebody and run, in Nigeria, if you hit and run, you don't go, Abi. True of us.
True.
But in the US, if you hit and run, if you pass through the first street, there is no camera. The second street will
They
get
will be
your
back. You
camera
receive
and they
later.
will get your plate number. And once they get your plate number, they automatically can trace your name, trace your apartment number. So the next morning, the police is on your doorstep. They will even show you a video of you hitting and running. Please, which state in Nigeria? I heard there's a state in Nigeria that is doing this. Let me think. Okay, no state. All right. So So let's use VLOOKUP. What we want to find out is we don't like the fact that Favor's ex-boyfriend is Tinubu. We probably want to look at the whole thing about Favor. What is so special about Favor that the Jagaban will want to date her. This is a fictional data set anyway, so nobody should fantasize about any of these ex-boyfriends or names here. Okay. Thank God I didn't put my name, so I'm very much 100% safe. But we want to drag out Favor. How do we drag out Favor? Let's look at this data set again. I always take you guys back to this project, guys. So for instance, you want to drag out a particular customer ID. We have different customer IDs here. Just in fact, remember what I told you guys as a data analyst. Those of you again who are coming on board, you discover that most of the time we are not interested in a customer's name or a client's name. We are interested in the ID. Every single bank customer, they are interested in your social
The
security,
account number.
your bank account.
Yeah.
They are not interested in your name because my name, someone on this planet can bear the same name, but that
Yes.
person
Yes.
cannot bear the same bank account like me. True or false?
True.
True.
Good. So if a customer comes complains, what is the first thing that the bank official is going to ask the customer
Account
about the
number.
customer's detail? Account number and followed by what? Maybe further details.
Yeah.
Your ID card.
Account number, your ID card, your social security, your BVN, your NIN.
BVN.
Just something
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
that your number very
Yeah.
unique.
Yes.
So, for instance, somebody comes to the bank. begins to shout, "Hey, this bank, God will punish you now. God will punish people." Can you imagine that I send money to this man to buy me one product, and this man was calling me and telling me that they have not seen the product, but I went to my bank account and I saw that the money I've left. Hey, you people are thief, oh. Return my money, oh. Return my money, oh. Everybody is crazy. The data analyst is the only person in the bank that's making money from people being crazy. So you are crazy. You pour all that frustration on the poor receptionist or the client or the bank person there. The person sends a message to the data analyst. "Please, I beg, Oga, I don't want to lose my job. Just, this is the details you need. Just pull out these details for me." If you were learning with the health techies, and I know my students are smart, before you know it, 5 seconds, 5 minutes, you look up, you pull out details about the person's account number, everything is out in seconds. You saved a situation. But if you learned it with somebody that is very stupid, like probably 3 of your ex at the back, you discover that you will go there and be using you scroll down. This woman is waiting. Or you scroll down, you're looking 10110, 10110, 10. You have seen the 10110, but because you are in tension, you don't pass. You see they go 10110. See. You come back, you start again. Hey, yeah. And they call you, "David, come on, what is keeping you?" So you see how this tool is very, very important? Very, very important. So all you need to use your VLOOKUP, call out the number, call out, even if it's the NIN or the BVN that was given to you, you can use that and pull out every detail about that person. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes.
You connect how this is important now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So the first thing we want to do is equals to VLOOKUP. Like I always tell you, read what is there. Who can read what they have seen there?
I can't see the screen.
Looks for a value in the leftmost.
Let me put it here. VLOOKUP. If you have your laptop, you should be typing these things so that you read it from your end. What is there? What is written there?
Looks for a value in the leftmost column of a table and then returns a value in the same row from a column you specify. By default, the table must be in an ascending order.
Exactly. So we are going to open the brackets. Let me clean this. Are you guys following this class at all?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So
We're following.
VLOOKUP, bracket open. So what is our lookup value? In this case, who are we looking for?
Favor.
Who are we looking for?
Favor.
Marianne.
Favor. We are looking for favor, right? Comma. What is our table array? Table array is
From F, the whole of the table.
What is our column index number? What are we looking for? We want to see favors.
Ex-boyfriends.
Ex-boyfriends. Good. So what is our column index number? What column number does ex-boyfriend stand?
G2.
G2, but it's a number. They are not asking for an alphabet.
Oh, yeah. So
Okay. 2.
2. Good.
2.
And then you put your comma. What's the next thing there? Range lookup. So they are asking you, do you want an approximate match or do you want an exact match? In this case, we want an exact match. And then what else? Bracket close. Let's see if this will work. Let's see if it will work. Inobo, good.
Renewable.
Did you see that?
yeah.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Did you see the magic I just performed now?
It was the magic, really. Please come
So
again.
let's try it again.
I was expecting that comment. Let's try it again. Because when the thing done too sweet, it's not as if they didn't understand, but it
Yes,
happened so
yes.
fast. So they want slow motion.
Yeah.
Okay,
Be
this
like
time around,
magic.
this time around, we want to find out. Pamela. We want to know Pamela's ex-boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So we use VLOOKUP equals to VLOOKUP bracket open. What is our lookup value?
FE.
No. What is our lookup value? Meaning, what are we looking for?
What are you
Simple.
looking for?
Pamela.
Pamela.
Good. We are looking for
That
Pamela
Pamela.
because that is the person that we
FE.
are getting
is
details from. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
After that, you put what, comma. Just be following the instructions here. The next thing is they're asking you for what? Table array. And what did I say is an array? An entire table. They have
the
already
entire
told
table.
table array. They didn't tell you column array. If they told you column array, what would you do? You simply highlight the
The entire
the
column
The
where Pamela name
ex-boyfriend
is.
column. Good. So they say table array. So what do? You highlight all of
Have like
this.
on the
this
table.
table.
After that, you do what? You put comma, and that brings up the next one. It's saying the column index number. So where is the ex-boyfriend column located? Is it 1, 2, or 3?
2.
2.
Two.
Good. You put 2. Then you put your comma, and then they're asking you, are you looking for the exact match or the approximate match? At this point, we're looking for the exact match. So we click on
Yeah.
false, and after that, we close our
Close the
bracket
bracket.
and hit enter. Did you see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's look at net worth. Assuming we want to see the ex-boyfriend's network, one of the ex-boyfriend and the person's net worth. So we are going to clean this. I want to see Biden. So I'm going to use equals to VLOOKUP,
VLOOKUP.
We look up,
bracket
open
open.
brackets,
What am I looking for?
Biden.
Biden, good.
Biden.
That's
Bracket,
G7,
comma. What is my
comma.
table
The
array?
entire table.
The entire
The
table.
entire table.
What else? Comma. This
Comma.
time around, what am I looking for? The net
The net
worth.
worth.
Where?
Network.
Column
3.
number 3.
Column 3.
Three.
Good. And then after
Close
that, you do
bracket.
what? You put your comma and then exact match.
Okay.
Bracket
Close.
close. And then enter. It says not
Enter.
available.
Okay.
So who can tell me why is it saying not available?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it saying not available? Okay, now let me change something. Let me change this 3 and put 2 and hit enter. Still not available.
Still not
Now let me
available.
change my range and then insert only this one and then hit enter.
Okay.
It worked. Can someone tell me why this one worked? I always love causing problem to see whether my students are smart enough to see what the problem is. Why did this one work and the other one did not work?
I think because you are looking for the net worth of the ex-boyfriends, not the name of
Okay.
not the names. So the name is
Okay.
not meant to be included. We just juxtapose between the ex-boyfriend and the net worth.
Exactly. And in technical terms, what we are doing is when they are asking you for a table array, in most circumstances, what they are actually requesting for is make sure that any column that is not going to be beneficial to you is not
We
highlighted.
left out
And in this case, remember, what is our key column? What is our key
net
column?
net
Net
worth.
Net
Network.
Network.
network. That is why when we were
The
working on
primary
the
key.
first one, the primary key or column, when we were working on the first one, we did not leave out the network. Probably it should still have worked, but when we highlight names and boyfriends, it therefore means that we have made the names our primary key and the boyfriends is
Mm,
still like the secondary key. Do you
mhm.
guys understand that now?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now I want to put this on a table. Let's see how it looks on a table. And then use the table to work. Then we are going to name our table. We're going to name it
Ex-boyfriend.
so ex-boyfriend table. Hit enter. So we've named it. Now let's call VLOOKUP equals to VLOOKUP bracket open. What is our lookup value? Let's use article as our lookup value, comma. What is our table array? Our table array is simply this
Between
and this.
ex-boyfriend and networks.
Yes.
So can you see what it did? Ex-boyfriend column ex-boyfriend's table, which is the name of the table, bracket open ex-boyfriend's is to network. Remember, when you are adding two things, you are going to have that quote.
Is to.
Remember in your what is it called? Column. That dot at the middle. Do you guys remember?
Yes.
And then bracket, and then you put your false. Sorry, column number 2, and then exact match. Bracket close. You have 20. So you have article is 20. So now let me explain why you have, let's say you have 45 and then you have this. If you want to add these two, you say equals to sum, right? You have this
Yes.
and this. Bracket close. Do you see this, the column at the middle? What does it mean? It means there is an
That one and
Delay.
that
one. There is one thing added with
and
another
the
thing.
other. Yeah.
Do you understand now how Excel
Yes.
inserts that column? And you can hit enter. Then you have 301 as your sum. So that's exactly what happened here. Let's use another example. One last example. Equals to VLOOKUP, bracket open. Now I want to check for Joy. Okay, Marianne, it's my lookup value. I want to check for the table array. Just call your table array. What's the name of the table? Ex-boyfriends, right? It's already here. Just type
You
X,
call
going
it
to come up. And then you call out the entire column. You can as well just highlight or type them out. You can just highlight okay, ex-boyfriend's table. Then you put your comma, and then your column index number are looking for ex-boyfriend. So you put 2 and then exact match. Obi. But is there anyone that is confused?
Me, I'm confused.
Me too.
Why are you confused? Okay, let me try this one that I just brought in here. Let's say we want to look up value for lemons. Okay, can someone take me through the formula? How do we check the value for lemon under the table above?
Is equals to VLOOKUP.
Equals to VLOOKUP. Open bracket.
Open bracket. Lemon.
Okay,
That's,
lemon.
A9. Lemon, comma.
Okay.
The table array. The entire table.
The entire table.
Entire table. All right. Fruit table. I already named it. Comma.
Okay.
What else?
Comma.
Column index number. What column number is the amount column? Because we are looking for the amount column.
2.
2. Good. You put another comma and then exact match.
Exact match. Close the bracket.
Bracket close. And then you hit enter. It's 40.
Wow.
So if you go here, you see that lemons is what? 40.
40.
Enter.
Okay.
Is anyone still confused now?
No, I have a question. Can you set for more than one? For instance, if you have many lemons, in maybe more than one rows.
More than one rows.
Yeah.
Okay. Why would you
No.
want to look? Why would you want to look up lemons for more than one rows?
Maybe
No.
I don't know. Maybe there was an error. Maybe it was imputed more than once.
Okay, let's try that. Very interesting question. Let's try that. Let me copy this. Paste it here, and then put lemons, right? And then
Yes.
put another value. Let's say 50, and then insert lemons, and then this time around put 20. So we want to check for lemons, right?
Yes. Ma'am.
Mhm.
So we check lemons. So we do equals to VLOOKUP. That's a very smart question. And then our lemons is our lookup value. Our table array is the whole of this. Comma, our index number is 2,
It's 2 years.
right? And
Mhm.
then exact match, and then we
Yes.
hit enter. So it says 40. So now this is the problem with VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP can only check a single number in an entire data set. That is why a lot of people now move to what is called index match. In your paper, this is the when we are going to be treating index match. This is it. This is advanced Excel. I am going to, you can see we have productivity. We can see we have 3 values under productivity. Just like
Yes.
you have games 3 times. It is only index match that can bring out these 3 games, 3 values the way you want it. VLOOKUP cannot do that. So when we get to advanced Excel, I'm going to talk to you guys about this. That is a very brilliant question. Are you the woman that is single or married?
I'm
Or
married.
confused?
You say you the woman.
Are you the one that is single, married, or confused?
Hey, I'm very married though.
Oh, okay. So that is a very brilliant question, but do you understand why you can't use VLOOKUP?
Yeah, you only picks only one
Because
value.
it only takes
Not a
one value.
single.
But for index match, we are going to explore using it for other values. So guys, your assignment is to solve the following. Solve for POC in such a way that when you put your drop down, you guys treated drop down, right?
Yes.
So I need you to work on your drop down, make it very better than it is, so that anytime you choose any value, for instance, if I come here and I choose fruit, okay, apples, the VLOOKUP value here should change to apples. If I come
Yes.
here and I choose fruit, the VLOOKUP value that I solved for this place should be fruit. So that is your assessment, your first one for today. And you can start submitting your assessment, especially for those in the premium group, please, so that we can begin to look at it and see the progress that you've made. It's very, very important. In fact, it's required. So that is
Sorry,
it with this
sorry, sir.
particular
Sorry, sir.
material. We are done with the
Sorry, sir.
first
Mr.
Microsoft
David.
Excel sheet that was sent to you. We're going to move to the one I just sent to you today. I'll look at sorry, I'm coming. I'll look at maybe
Okay,
one or two other functions because your questions took our time. I just didn't want us to proceed to intermediate Excel when a lot of people are still left behind. But with this, I think we are all on the same page because going forward, we are going to be combining tons of these formulas while we are proceeding with the next range of Excel. Please don't miss class. And if you are not in the premium group, please try to be in class to ask your questions. My time after class, I can't guarantee I'm going to respond to your questions if you are not in the premium group. Extra research is highly recommended. Yes, what were you about saying?
sir. The assignment that to be submitted in the premium class, as you said, Are we submitting with the screenshot or the whole screen or the whole sheets as
You
given?
would submit with
Okay,
the
yeah.
whole sheet. Submit with the whole sheet, please. Screenshot is only for
Okay.
your visual or
Wow.
chat.
Okay.
Okay.
Submit with the whole sheet. So
Then
that's
in
why we
the
say hold on. Hold on
okay,
with submitting until we say start submitting, which is from tomorrow. So you can
Okay.
either hold on with submitting until we are done with the class so that we can group you guys again, or when you are done, to avoid all the distractions of compiling jobs or things like that, you can just, yeah, question.
There's a question
yes,
on
sir.
the okay.
On the VLOOKUP, sir. Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
The data set that we used is a small data set compared to the one you downloaded earlier. If you are to look for an ID from that kind of large data set,
Mm.
are we looking up for that means we already know the name of or the data we want to look up for. Is that it with the way you explained with the smaller data sets?
Okay, so let me share my screen because the hard question you asked is one of the projects you guys will be working on. Um, so can you see this? Can you see? This is your. By the way, guys, VLOOKUP is data model is under data modeling. Like, can you see this
Okay.
screen? Can you see this data?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. You are asked to find using VLOOKUP. Find the names for the following IDS. So what is IDS? Distributor ID. So we
Okay.
want to find out what are the names attached to this ID.
Attached to the
It's just like someone
okay.
sending you. It's just like someone sending you a bank account number. As a data analyst, you shouldn't be asking stupid questions like, why did you send me bank account number? I want the person's name now. With a bank account number, you should be wise enough to use your VLOOKUP to search for the person's name because only one person will have that bank account.
Yeah.
Good. So with VLOOKUP, you can do that. Don't just go there and waste your time and be searching for the
I'll be
person's ID
searching.
one after the other. You are not doing me, you are doing you.
It will be easy now.
It will be easy. Good now.
If you
That's why some of you die on time. So guys, let's proceed. Any other question from the group?
Yeah, someone is asking, how do you know it's index two? How do you pick the
The
columns?
index two. Good. This is the first column. A is column 1. Take it like
Wow.
column 1.
Yes.
B is
Yes.
column 2. If you have the third column and you want to do your VLOOKUP for that column, you count it.
That's three.
Now, if you are not sure what column you have on your data set, all you need to do is to call your,
count
let's say, call your fruit table. You can see fruit table, right? And then use this, and you see the list of columns you have. For this one, you have only two columns, 1 and 2. Can you see?
two.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
you can now say, okay, I need it from the second column. If there's a third column, you would see it there. So this is where you can use either your eyes to count the number of columns, or better still, you can do what? Use your counter. Okay? Use
Yeah.
your counter to count the number of columns. Counter, bracket open, right? You drag it here and hit enter. So there are two. You see that? Any other question?
Please repeat that again. Repeat that step.
That's what.
I already treated it now just today.
Counter.
Equals to counter.
Hmm?
It helps you to count the number of cells in a range that are not empty. Bracket open. Just drag it or put your cursor here, press your shift and your arrow key, and it takes you to the end of the row. And then you put your bracket close and hit enter. So you have two.
Okay.
I don't mistakenly go inside another column. Village people. So you can come here, clear all. Any question, guys?
Mm,
I think we are done. Are we not?
we're done. Somebody's asking for the premium group.
Wow. Let me just let me type the link on the game. If you don't join today, please just forget about it. I'll wait for the next cohort if you want your internship, your certificate, things like that. Again, this class started free and it continues still free. No, none of you have paid me money to be in this class. So the account number is in the link. Just open that link, you see the account number. Tomorrow, please, we are shutting this down. You can still get in, but whatever money you see there will be double from tomorrow. What other question is there, please?
Someone is asking from the comment section, why did you use lemon A12 instead of A9?
Because that one
Uh,
is
what does the person mean? Let me check.
because
You're asking submit to where? Titilokbe, if you're in the premium group, there's an email. If you are in the free group in Discord, please just submit it on Discord. Put your name always on your Microsoft sheet on Discord, please. We check all those things. Let me see what this person is trying to say. Lemon.
Yeah,
What's the
the
question again?
lemon on
Understand?
that. Why did you use the lemon on A12? You typed lemon and it went to the A12 to look up for lemon.
Why not
So why not the lemon on
A9?
A9?
Okay. You know what? It's not important. Guess what? You can actually with VLOOKUP. Okay, let's look at this. This is our fruit table value, right? Let's pick oranges. Let me let me show you guys how magical this VLOOKUP is. This is orange. You don't need to go back to your page. We want to look up this value for orange. So we say equals to VLOOKUP, bracket open, lookup value oranges, right? And our table is what? Fruit table. You see, I can still call it in, even inside a new, and then table column index number 2, and then exact match, okay? Then bracket close, and then I hit enter. It's 20. Can you see that? Even on a new sheet, it's still 20. So whether you use it on the body of the table or use it on a new sheet, as long as you have named that table and you can always call back the name of that table. If I didn't name the table, what happened? I'm going to go back to that sheet to highlight it manually. So you see why it's important for you guys to always name your table. So let's say we have favor, right? What's the name of that our table again for favor? So we want to check
Ex-boyfriend.
our ex-boyfriends for favor, right? So we say equals to VLOOKUP,
VLOOKUP.
bracket open, lookup value is favor. What is our table array? Ex-boyfriend. You just call it. See that? And then what is our table? What are we looking for? What column are we looking for? Column ex-boyfriends. Okay, we close it. And then we say where does it belong? What column index
Exact
number? Column 2, an
2.
exact match. And then bracket close, and then you hit enter. What the hell? Why is it showing me
Edit.
favor? Is there something we did wrong?
I think the ex-boyfriend is a column, not is a column name for that 2.
Yeah, it's supposed to be correct actually. Let me check let me check the table again. Names.
I think instead of 2, you wrote the ex-boyfriend
I
and
don't
2. I don't know.
think two should be there.
Let's think.
This
Okay,
one
let's
put
do it here and
ex-boyfriend
see.
already.
We look up, bracket open, favor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then comma,
Comma.
table array, This is it not?
Ex-boyfriend table.
Then you call out the column
Yeah.
ex-boyfriend and then close it,
Comma.
Yeah.
comma. What
Comma.
else? Number 2,
Zero.
The exact.
and then pause, and
Yes.
then
Enter.
this
Close brackets. Enter.
enter.
The ex-boyfriend and column 2, they are the
I'm
same
thinking
thing.
you're still calling out the boyfriend. Boyfriend and column 2 is the same thing.
They are the same
Ex-boyfriend
thing.
column
Okay,
and 2
okay.
is the
Let's
same
try.
thing.
Let's
So
try.
if you
Let's try.
remove
That's
one,
good. That's good. We hit enter. It works. Oh la la
Mm-hmm.
la la
Again,
la la
Dr.
la la la
Bushra,
la
so
la.
Try
to
for
give
me.
us accolades.
Yeah. So this way, let's remove the 2 and see if it will work. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, it will still work if you
It
remove the
didn't work.
ex-boyfriend.
So
Value.
we actually have to
You have
remove
to
the ex-boyfriend.
Value. Ex-boyfriend.
and leave the value. Okay.
I love the fact that, ironically, like, you people will see hearing yourself remove the ex-boyfriend. Already it's removed. It's like tautology. Hit enter. So this one is not working. I think it's because for this particular one, we probably have to do it on the body of the text. That's what I'm thinking. So I guess some of them will work outside the workbook. Others would kind of work only within the workbook. Because we did this, it's the same formula here, and it gave us the right answer. But when I went to this place, I have favor. It showed me the not error. Or let me do this. Let me do something. Equals to VLOOKUP. So instead of choosing this as your lookup value, let us type it manually and then put comma table array x. Put your table number 2 and then false. Let's see if this will work. You hit enter. Okay, it didn't work. So this is the name error. So guess what? We need to stick to. I think troubleshooting would teach us that some tables can be worked outside of the workbook, and some other tables you have to work within the workbook. I think that's all really for this one. We've really done so much about VLOOKUP and SUMIF and counter and COUNTIF. What else? Um, Maureen, what's your question, please? What's Maureen's question? She said she's been asking. What's the question she asked?
She said she's
She was,
not
she
been
was the one that asked that why did we use
index 2.
as the
I
index?
think I
Yes,
responded to
that
it,
was
right?
her question.
I
Yes,
responded
yes,
to
you
it.
have.
And that is what
That
I
was
just
her
finished
question.
responding. Maureen, if you have questions, please. Um,
She said
yes, there
not
is.
everyone is following. No. How are you getting the formulas?
No,
That
go
was what
up. You
Maureen
will see
asked.
her.
That was what she
Well,
asked.
how am I
Not
getting the
everyone is
formulas?
following.
It's like asking me how did I know how to use plus to get 2 plus 2 equals to 4. That question is not straightforward. Like I don't even understand it. How are we getting the formulas? Do you people understand the question?
That
No.
was what she
Because
said.
I didn't create these formulas myself. I only mastered them and got to use them. So what is our question? Why how did we get the formulas? Maureen, if you can make
Yeah,
your
another
question.
person is asking.
Is there a difference
Esther
when you use
Thompson is
true
asking if
approximate
there is a
match?
difference when you use true approximate match.
Exactly. There is a difference. Remember when you are using a number, you have something like 20.34. If you use exact match, which is false, you will get 20.24. But if you use approximate match, what you are going to get is 20 because 0.04 is not a whole number. So they have approximated it to 20 for you. But when it comes to money, every cent matters. 20.30 cents, $20.30 is money. So you can't go and say use approximate match for person money. May they go round up person figure. So Maureen is laughing. I don't know why she's laughing. Now we are talking about X, 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 X. Maureen was the name of my ex. Take your time.
She gets it now.
Wow.
How do I name my table? Please watch the last video, please. You guys miss classes, and when you come, you want to take us back. Is it fair? And I've been naming tables on this since we started today. I've named over 3 tables.
Yeah,
True of course.
yeah, it's true.
If you're paying attention, you'll find out how I named the table now. What other question do you have?
Someone is saying the Dropbox is not changing the answers as it should. What could be the problem?
Which Dropbox is that?
I don't know. Choma, you may wish to explain. Amuna Choma define. You may wish to explain the Dropbox you are asking us.
Is shouting Ewo. Come, don't worry. I forgive her, so you're okay. I didn't well. I'm glad you've gotten it now. Guys, let's continue. Okay. I have 2 more functions to teach before you start getting confused today. So let's go to the material I sent you guys. And welcome to Model Advanced. What is it? Let's go. Welcome to Data Cleaning and Modeling by Dial Techies. This is the intellectual property of Dial Consultants and Techies. You cannot use this material for purposes outside Dial Techies except you want to run mad and lose your life in the process and get you'll be barren for 20 years, and even when you die, you will not be happy in your life. So all those bad consequences of using our intellectual property without permission from the techies, please, we try to avoid it. Okay, data cleaning is very, very important. In fact, let me tell you guys the truth. Data cleaning amounts to 70% of jobs that data analysts do in their office. Like, people pay you to clean their data. For instance, just imagine having this. Just imagine this is not the clean name. Just imagine having this. I want you guys to think about this. Just imagine. Let me wipe this out because we're going to be looking at some of these things. Good. Just imagine that you work with a team member and the person is sending you this type of names of people like this. What do you notice? What did you notice?
The names are not well arranged, like the cases,
The
upper
alphabet
cases, lower cases.
as well.
Yeah.
And
They are using
there's a mix up of uppercase and lowercase.
Some places they are using
Exactly.
uppercases,
The
some
right
places they are
language.
using
Use the right
lowercase.
language. I'm happy.
Uppercase,
Good.
lowercase, yes.
Exactly. Uppercase, lowercase, extra spaces, and so on. So there's no how you can work with this type of data. And you can't call the person and say, Chukwemeka, I know you don't like me in this office. Why is it that anytime that they tell you to insert the names of our customers, you'll be typing names as if you are drunk every time? The other time you were putting my name and you put I instead of L. So if you do this, you're going to be in trouble with your management or whatever, because you are actually telling them you don't know how to clean the data. You always complain. Your job is to sit down there, look at the data, make sense of it, make it look appealing, so that even the person that sent you this, even if the person wanted to suffer you, you have been paid. 70% of the work you are going to be doing is cleaning the data and being observant. So you need to be in a position where you are totally observant of whatever you're doing. Are we following, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So the first thing you need to do is we use the trim function. When you are trimming something, women will know this better because those ones they trim their clothes all the time.
Mhm.
Yes, you will carry yes now. You will carry wrapper where you buy tear am two. Use one tie for waist, the other one use and tie for head. True of us.
True.
Yes now. So all of those things we are doing, tailors, fashion designers, they are very used to the term trimming. What trimming does is it simply removes the things that are not necessary. Are we together?
Yes,
Have
sir.
Yes,
you guys
sir.
have you guys heard of the word crop before? When you want to crop a picture.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Good. Exactly. So when you think about crop, think about trim because that is what trim does. When you crop a picture, you are actually removing the extra edges. The other time I put my very handsome face. Is there any of you that missed that class where we inserted pictures from our device?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. Is it only one person? No, 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 no. If there's only one person that attended that class, I can't deny you of my handsome face. Come on. Is it
I
only
was in
one
that
person?
class. I
You
attended the
know,
You
the
were
I
class.
was
there.
in the
Good.
class.
We were all in the.
I attended it and I saw you
I think that
brought
was the first
the
class. That's the
picture.
second class.
That was the second
Good,
class.
good, good, good. Why would you miss such a class when life is so sad and gloomy and there's someone so handsome and beautiful and amazing? You don't want to
Wow.
look at him? Or you don't want to look at him? Uh, so I actually used my picture for that example, and some of you were trying to compete with me and ended up turning your pictures upside down. But it's okay, I forgive you. So that's what cropping does. That's what trimming does. It removes the extra edges. And if you look at all of these, we can remove the extra edges from all of the spaces. Remember in Microsoft Word, let's go back to Microsoft Word. Um, what the hell? Let's go back to Microsoft Word. So let me use Pamela this time around. So I say I love Pamela.
I'm sure girls has broken your heart a lot.
hey, honestly.
You must receive healing, oh, Mr. Dan.
3,000 naira.
All right, guys. So what do you notice? Where you see the green, hmm, you would see that it is underlined, showing you that there is an extra space. The spelling account, check account, is actually correct. But the fact that you put the comma far from the word makes Microsoft Word understand that there is an extra space that is not supposed to be there. So the one underlined red means that that word doesn't exist or is incomplete. The
Incorrect.
same way like this one, it doesn't exist or it is incomplete or it doesn't make sense. This one is green. It shows you the word is complete, but there is an extra space. Are we following?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Are we
Yes.
following?
We are
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
Good. So let's go back to Excel. When you have extra spaces in Excel, you are not going to see those underlined words. What you are going to see is that there are going to be too many spaces that makes your words to be they don't really align with each other. So, and there is a formula to change everything from these irregular capital letter, small letter, change it and make it become interesting. Your data cleaning. First thing is we use what is called the proper function. So we're going to insert equals to proper. What does it say? Read, please.
Convert a text string to proper case. The first letter in each word is uppercase and all other letters to lowercase.
Good. I was trying to let me see if I can restore some of my. I want to show you guys. I hope this is open. I've been rehearsing some things on Python. You know, these are Python programming. Some of you don't like coding. I tell you coding now, you go run, no be small. Okay, I need to connect my Jupyter notebook. Let me see. It's not connected to my code source. I needed to explain this string to you guys. We have string, we have boolean, we have integer. String are numbers. Boolean are boolean. What are boolean again? I think boolean. String are numbers. Boolean. I want to check my notes.
Bowling are yes or
Then
no?
we have float. Float are yeah, boolean yes or no, true or false, right? And then we have float.
We have
Float.
the
We have float to be
integer.
integer whole numbers, right? Float is decimal. So is anyone confused about this? Let me type them. You can write it down, guys. You can write this down. String equals to text. Boolean equals to true, false. Okay. And integer equals to whole numbers. And then what else? What else? What else?
Float.
Float equals to decimal places. Please write this down so you don't remember because we are going to do small coding in our advanced class. Hopefully starting next week Sunday. We'll do small coding and then we'll run up our class. Who be that? Is
Like that,
is
like
that is that happiness I am hearing?
Yes.
ah.
See them. You are not supposed to be happy attending this class for free. You should go and sell your car.
My heart already blessed you.
Your heart, which heart be that? Okay, so it's loading. I'm pretty sure some of you will be wondering which kind. Now the same computer will they use. My codes are loading. Let me see. All right, they are done loading. So I'm going to show you. What is it? Anaconda. Python. Python class. Let's see. I just want to check the last one. We have float, we have boolean, we have integer. I want to be sure that I've given you guys all the syntax or the type, the code names. All right. So this is what I've been learning and teaching. Trying to see. Okay, so we have string, good. We have integer. We have this is integer, this is float. You can see, right? This is boolean, true or false. This is len. Okay, length. We have length. So please put len. Len means well, len. You know, in Microsoft Word you have word count. Okay, len is word count. So let me check. Len concatenation. Okay, you guys know concatenation already. Okay, every other thing here is looking like looking like magic to you people. So let's go back to class.
Thank you,
So
sir.
it converts a text string to proper case. So all of these are text strings. They are not numbers. They are not floats. They are not bowling. They are not lengths. We are not looking for lengths. So you now know what text string is. In case you are asked what is text string, is simply string text. So bracket open. All you need to do is click on the first text, then bracket close. It's very easy, and then you hit enter. You see now it's normal, right?
Mm.
And then what next? You drag down, and you can see every other thing would fall in place. Is it better than the first data?
Yeah. Yeah.
Finished.
Good. So the problem here is I always tell my students when you are working with data like this, be very careful. In intermediate Excel, we encourage students to use two functions or more. It's possible to add two or more functions in your Microsoft Excel function. So I'm going to, because I'm not sure whether there are extra spaces here or not. I don't even want them to appear without my knowing. So I'm going to add my trim. I'm going to say, I'm going to clean this. Let me clean this up.
Sure.
I'm going to remove this. Then I'm going to use my equals to trim. So what does it say here?
Removes all spaces from a text string except for single spaces between words.
Exactly. So single spaces are okay. Extra spaces are not okay. So under normal circumstances, I'm supposed to just open my bracket, insert my text, close the bracket, and that's it. But I want to use my trim function and use my proper function at the same time to get my desired result. So I'm going to insert my proper here again, and then bracket open, and then put my text. How many formulas do you have there?
2.
Two.
Good. Now you have two formulas. How many times should you close your bracket?
Twice.
2.
Two.
Twice. Good. So you are going
Twice.
to close your first bracket. Your first bracket closes your proper function, and your second bracket closes your trim function.
Trim function.
Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Do you see that? Then you hit enter. With this, I can tell you on behalf of God's heaven that there is no going to be any single space here and everything is top notch. Whether we saw the single space or not, but we are trying to avoid it. Do you understand the trim function now?
And Maureen said she should do it again.
Okay. Maureen wants slow motion. Okay. Maureen, you again, Abby. Let's go. We take equals to trim, which removes all spaces. Open your brackets. You are supposed to
Proper.
simply put this and close bracket, right? This is the formula
Yes.
for trim, which trims away empty spaces. But because we want to also put our Justina Biber, Jennifer Mopez, Katie Diary, Kadi A, Goribazi, Joseph Smith, Adeyemi David, Elkanah Joe, we want to put them in such a way that they appear better than they appear now. So what we're going to do is to put another formula in what? Inside proper, and then open a bracket, insert our text string, close the first bracket, which closes the proper function, and then close the second bracket, which closes the what? The trim function. If you had added another function here, you are still going to put the third. So it's possible. Now take this note, guys. In some methods, in some cleaning your data, It is very, very the case. Is that English correct? It is very, very the case.
Don't worry,
Anyway, it is the case.
We will manage
It is
it.
the case. Manage it though. It is the case that the more functions you put, the more you need to close the brackets, depending on how many functions you've placed there. And when you're done, you hit enter and then drag down. I want to believe that trim function is very clear now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anybody that doesn't understand it must be after my life right now because I need to move on. So this is the last thing I'm going to talk about today because I need to let you guys go. Tomorrow we are going to be looking at how to remove extra rows, the clean function, the value function. Okay, let's look at the clean function. Probably we'll end it this way. I think I can do this. I can do this. Let me do this. Are you people tired?
Are you both
Not
tired?
yet.
No,
Those on the
No,
comments.
sir.
no.
Those on the comments.
Pamela, what is not true?
Sandra says she's tired.
No, you use a name as an example.
My heart is
All right, let's continue. All right, so for conditional formatting, guys, I remember telling you, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I remember telling you guys that we have other methods for conditional formatting in Microsoft Excel. I'll spend time to explain this tomorrow. But let's just move to extra rows. How do we remove extra rows in our data set? You can see there's nothing on row 7, 10, 13, 17. How do you do that? A fantastic idiot will just go highlight and then do what? Come here and then right click and
Right.
delete row. So,
Try.
but my students,
How many rows can you delete?
yes, that's the question. How many rows can you in fact delete? So my students are not that daft because sometimes you'd have data cleaning exercises like this. So who can tell me how do we remove these rows, empty rows or extra rows?
Let me see.
Let's think from what I've been teaching you guys.
Someone said, I like the cell. Shift cell.
Can I try?
Yes, try.
Okay. Highlight the cells that highlight column A and column B. Hope that works. Then do a Control G.
Okay, I should highlight the cells.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, highlight
That
it.
what you
Yeah.
mean?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Then do a Control G.
Control G. Okay.
Then click on Special.
Okay.
Oh.
Then select blank.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Hi. You're welcome.
Then
What
so you have
next?
selected the blanks, then you can just click on delete up there at the menu bar.
Entire row.
Okay.
Are you sure it's the entire row? Drop
No, if you
down.
just it's only
Delete select
mm,
rows. And it's
yes.
gone.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Mm.
Perfect. So this is it. These are the
Oh,
tips. I've written them down there, guys, so you can check it. If you have your laptop, your extra keyboard, just press F5, then click that special, then click on K and then enter, then control and then minus. Just follow these steps and you'll get there. Or do all the check the blank and then click the delete feature. Now, the last one I want to teach you guys is what is called let's go back there. Simply put, highlight all of this. Okay, highlight your data. Go to your data menu. Click on filter. Then come here. Remove the extra space, which is called blanks. Uncheck them. Uncheck them and click on OK, and it's gone.
But they will only be hiding.
Yeah, they will only be hiding, but you've also succeeded in removing them.
Okay.
That's another way in case you don't want to see them. But the other one deletes them totally, which is highly recommended. So having done that, let's go back to the clean function. The clean function, what do you guys notice here? You are asked to clean the following data to meet standardization. What do you guys notice here?
There's
What do you guys
foreign.
notice?
There are some symbols in product.
There's something you wanted to say. I can swear to you that you were about to blow my mind. That thing you wanted to say, the language you use was already tickling me until you change it to symbol, primary school language. Did you wanted to say foreign elements or content? You notice that there is an unprintable character there
Hmm.
before the words. You notice that? Let
Yes.
me zoom in.
Mm.
You notice that there is an unprintable character there. Now, what this means is that you are the one seeing it on
Yeah, I can see
Microsoft
it.
Excel. But if
Okay.
you take this to the printer is not going to see it. Hmm?
Oh.
It is just like giving your money to an abusive man. He is not going to stop you from slapping you when you mess up. Instead of you to report him to authorities or just separate from him so that he will come back to his senses. You keep giving him money and then you say, when they tell you, what do you say? Sweetheart, don't worry. That is, see, he loves me. I know. It's just that he can't control himself when he's around me. But one of your eye don't come out to. So what it means is that you put in money, but you're not getting the expected results. Remember that you put in this character, but when you print it out, it's not there. So what it's telling you is that in Microsoft Excel, there are things that are called unprintable characters. No matter how many of them you insert them into your Excel, whether it's by mistake or intentionally did it, it's not going to come out of the printer because the printer only prints characters. right? Alphabets, numbers, equals to, and so on.
Mm.
A full stop. It doesn't print on printable characters. So think about it, relationship wise. You keep pumping the right resources into people, but what they send back to you is not what you. It's just like a parent. You've given your child all the love in the world. Why is your child still stubborn? Why is your child still disrespectful? Why is your child still X or Y? You've done everything. You've given the best schools, the best discipline, the best everything. But your child didn't turn out the way you wanted your child to turn out. I beg, if you are listening to me and you are in this, don't cry. I'm not preaching to you. I'm just using it as an example. If you like spoil, no be my problem. I dey analyze data. Are you with me? Uh-huh.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
But think about it that way. That sometimes you can put in so much effort. It doesn't mean that you are the bad guy, right? It only means that sometimes when you put in the best of effort, because of the machine you are using, could be the environment in this case, it could be the country, it could be your family, it could be something. In this case, it is the printer. You've put in this value, but the printer doesn't bloody care. So the only thing that you are going to do is to do what? Remove this value so that the printer sees what it wants to see. If you want this value to be printed on your, maybe you want to print it, you want it to show, you can either draw it yourself with your own hands or take it to a software or something that can give you what you want as an output. Maybe
Mm.
copy it to Microsoft Word, and then if you have you guys ever noticed sometimes when you copy something from Microsoft Word and paste it on Excel, instead of what you copied, maybe it could be bullets. Instead of those bullets to come out the way you wanted them to come out, you would see something like emoticons coming out. Have you
Mm.
guys have you guys
Mhm.
observed something like that?
Yes, sir.
Like you copied something from Microsoft Word, you paste it on your WhatsApp, you send it to a friend. It has pasted, but when you check the bullets you inserted, they either are gone or they have all been changed to emoticons. Anyone notice
Yes.
something like that?
Mm. Yes, sir.
Good. So if you've noticed something like that, you understand what I mean. Sometimes we give the best, okay, to our relationships, to our jobs, and then the results we are getting is not what we expecting. The problem is not you. The problem is the mode of communication, is the mode of activity, is the environment. That's why you take some Nigerians out of Nigeria, put them in any part of the world, and they excel. And you are like, nobody this person get third class, nobody this person well done, couldn't even afford a car, blah blah blah. But just remove the person from that environment to another place, and that is it. Please, I'm taking my time to explain this because sometimes you would think that these unprintable characters do not mean anything until you want to do concatenation, you want to do multiplication, they begin to cause trouble. For instance, let me put something like 51 and plus 52. So what do you notice here, guys?
The ones with the symbols did not align with the numbers.
Exactly. So somebody that would come and look at it will be like, there's no problem now. 50171. What's the problem? So you gotta be careful about this. Anyway, let's continue. If you get my explanation. So the thing we want to do now is we want to remove those unprintable characters. And one formula we can use is what is called the clean formula. So what does it say? Read.
Removes all non-printable characters from text.
So you simply put your bracket open, close your text, bracket close, sorry, and
Mm.
enter. Is it gone or not?
Wow, it's clean.
So you drag it down. Viola. So those characters are gone. that means we've removed it. But if you take this, put it on, let me just copy this, guys. Let me copy this, put it on Microsoft Word. Let's see how it's going to look like. You see? Do you see what it looks like now? Do you see that?
I can't see the screen.
You can't see my screen?
Yeah, I'm seeing it now. No, as in to be zoomed.
You see what it looks like now.
Mm.
Meanwhile, this is not what
Yes.
you typed to. They are standing on their own. You need to go and remove them manually. This is not what you. But some people will not see. They will think, oh, maybe they are bullets or something. No, they are not bullets. Those are unprintable characters. And Excel is telling you this. If you copy this and put it on your WhatsApp, just copy it, put it on your WhatsApp, you will see it will become something else. Probably it can even become the same thing. So that's why this cleaning is very, very important. So your assignment is to clean the data and put it over there, right? Put it, this is the put it here. So the next thing we want to
Hello,
do,
sir.
also find the total of these
Please, what?
values.
Hmm?
Find the total, clean these values, find the total. Now pay attention to the number stroke alphabet placing. That is a tip. For those of you who are smart, you'll be able to get the answer to that. So that is your next assessment. What's the question?
Okay, I wanted to ask what usually causes these unprintable characters to display.
Oh, well, it could be maybe the type of software that was used to insert it. It could be maybe the person wanted to insert a bullet, but when you now send the data to another software, the software doesn't have that particular bullet font. So it's going to replace it with an unprintable character. Same way you copy something from Microsoft, you put it in Excel. On WhatsApp. WhatsApp doesn't have the functionalities of Microsoft Word. So when you copy something, you design something, you copy them, take them to WhatsApp. WhatsApp is going to use the function it thinks you are trying to insert. It will impose a new function on you or on that thing you just pasted. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Especially if you are working with a
Yes,
team
sir.
member that's using a different version of Excel or Microsoft Word from you. That's why some of you make una check una app. Some of una no one update them. Some things don't buy for that app. If you don't update it, you are sending a message from that app to another person that got the updated app. The person will be, this thing you send, I don't understand it. The picture is not clear. The video is not clear. The video cut. People complain because you are sending a message from
From
an
an old
outdated
version.
software to a new software. Sometimes you can't even log into an app if you have not updated it. True or false?
True.
True.
Uh-huh. So do you understand it now?
Yes, sir.
So guys,
Yes,
that is
sir.
then the last thing I'm going to teach you guys for today. This is your assignment. Clean it. Numbers are not supposed to be here. That's why I say pay attention. If your numbers are still here, even when you are done cleaning, then use your sense and the exercises we've taught you. Tomorrow, you guys are going to share your screen and show me what you were able to do in class to all these things tomorrow. Let me know those. I'll start taking serious. Then the last thing we'll treat for today's class is called the value function. So you have been given this thing and they're asking you to standardize the following set of unclean data. So what do you notice here? 2, 3, 5, 3, 4, 5, and 10. This is the reported quantity, and you know that there are unprintable characters there. True or false?
True.
So
How
we
do you
want
know?
to. How do I
Because
know?
because the numbers are not supposed to be aligned on the
Oh,
left
yeah.
side.
Okay. Abeg, who give that response? What's your name?
Olabisi.
Olabisi. There's sometimes there's this your brain is very busy with sense. So
Thank
that's
you.
it. It's simple. Numbers are not supposed to be on the left, they are always supposed to be on the right. So when you see numbers on the left, something should tell you that this data is not clean. So you need to clean this data. And one way to do that is to use the value function. So equals to value. Read what's there, please.
Converts a text string that represents a number to a number.
Exactly. So this is a number. It's supposed to be represented as a number. But what it is represented now is a
String.
text
It's a
string.
text.
So you need to use the value function to convert it to a number. So bracket open, put your text, bracket close, and then hit enter. You see that?
Yeah.
So now you have converted it to a number. You drag down. So there are other methods of doing this. Who can tell me other methods of doing this? By using the text to column function inside the formula bar. So we'll probably go. Who can take me through text to column once again?
Gosh. Please zoom your screen small.
This is text to column.
Text to column.
There's in
Insert.
data. It's in the
Insert.
data ribbon.
Uh-huh.
Data, yes.
I like the which one are we looking at? I like the reported quantity.
Okay.
Then go to your data ribbon. Click text to column.
That's it.
Okay. That is it, right?
Yes.
You are confused. Text to column. No data was selected. So you select this. Text to column. Is this what you were looking for?
Yes.
Click on next. What is it? Tab. Just leave it there. Click on next. Destination. You make sure you choose this path. Go back there. Then click on finish. Viola, that is
Okay.
it. So you can either use text to column or you use the value function. And with that, guys, you can see my voice is gone, and Maureen is the cause of this. I need to end the class today.
Maureen.
Thank you so much, sir.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir. I've learned a lot.
Thank you, sir.
So yeah, I
Thank
don't
you,
want to
sir.
exceed 3 hours.
Yes,
Our class is not supposed to be more than 3 hours. So
Text
see you tomorrow,
to
guys. If there are
column.
questions, I will attend to them. Please drop your questions in the group and in the Discord server in the premium group. We are going to attend to them, especially in the premium group, guys.
All right.
And if you are smart enough, you want to start working as a group. For those of you that are in the who will be that person. For those of you that are in the premium group and you've been grouped, you want to start working on your stuff together. That's fine. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Hi, sir.
Bye, sir.